What are you two doing?
Hi Marie, we were just talking about the Clarity Project.
Oh, I've heard about that. It was designed to make auditing standards better.
That's right, Marie, and Elbow knows all about it.
Well, Elbow, would you please tell us something about it?
Elbow knows the Clarity Project goes all the way back to 2004.
That's right. And why did they do it?
Elbow not sure.
I can help you out there, Elbow. You see, there was a lot going on in the auditing industry with regards to the peekaboo and the widespread acceptance of international standards on auditing.
Psst. Hey guys, you want to buy some gold chains?
No
no.
thanks.
The Auditing Standards Board has decided to develop standards based on the ISA structure.
ISA structure?
Yes, ISA stands for the International Standards on Auditing.
Oh, Elbow understand. So now the standards will all be objective driven, just like the ISAs.
Very good, Elbow.
Good day. I am the accountant. Ho, 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 ho. Today we will learn about SAS 1, 2, 2.
Hey Oswald, are you there?
No, I'm here. What do you want?
Hi Oswald, we were checking to see how you're doing with the new Clarity Project.
Oh, I don't need any of that new junk. What I've got is perfectly all right.
How can you read all that stuff? It's all jumbled together.
Oh no, it's not a problem at all. I really like these run-on sentences and really long paragraphs and everything just thrown in one place. I like it that way.
Oswald, wouldn't it be better if you had bulleted lists so you could easily read what you're looking at? And perhaps a document that separates the guidance from the requirements so it's clear what you have to do and not do?
Well, I suppose that might help a little bit, but I do like the way it's so messy now.
Psst. Hey, you guys want to buy a watch?
We don't need any of that junk.
But Oswald, what if you have to work on a small company that doesn't have all the complex issues that a lot of the larger companies have?
Then I'll just go digging around in all this trash until I find what I need.
Well, the Clarity Project makes that simpler for you by putting in special considerations and separating those out from the other rules.
They also do that for governmental audits.
Well, I suppose that'll work for you, but me, I prefer it all thrown in together in here with all that other trash.
I just love bath time. I get to get all cleaned up. And that reminds me, I like the way the Clarity Project cleaned up the audit standards. It used to be things were all messy and dirty, but now they're in a nice, cleaned up format. Clarity Project, you're the one. You make audits lots of fun. Now the standards will all look just the same. Do-do-do-de-o. They will start with the objective, then definitions they will give. Then you're ready to read the requirements.
Anytime I get all confused by this rubbish, I go to the appendices where I can find some guidance. A rub-a-dub-dubby.
You've even taken special time to consider audits like mine. Clarity Project, I'm awfully fond of you. Hey, by the way, Bart, how did you get in here anyway?
In case you didn't know, we're desperately trying to finish up our quarterly fund drive to keep quality programming like... What were they watching?
Sesame Street.
Yeah, that, whatever. Okay, anyway, could you please call and give to our drive today?
For a pledge of only $150, you'll receive this beautiful tote bag with the Clarity Project logo as our gift to you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Only you can keep us commercial free. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, you know, Joe, as wonderful as clarified standards are, they're going to create a little more work for us.
You're right. First, we'll need to do a little more work before we even take on an engagement.
And that means a brand new engagement letter.
Hi, Joe. Hi, Marie. How are you today?
Hi, Big Brad. We're fine.
What are you talking about?
The new engagement acceptance procedures under the clarified auditing standards.
Isn't it true you're not even able to accept certain engagements anymore?
That's right. If you know there will be a scope limitation that will result in a disclaimer or an adverse opinion, then you can't take the engagement.
Wow!
Also, you can't accept an engagement if the framework is unacceptable.
Well, what if they're required by law to have an audit?
In that case, you're allowed to, but you're not required to, if you don't want to.
Wow! That's a relief!
Psst. Hey guys, you wanna buy a llama?
What?
No.
No.
Do you know what's got me worried?
What, Big Brad?
The new rules about legal letters.
What's the problem?
It used to be I just sent them out to everybody. Then the attorneys would reply to my letter and send big bills to my clients. Then my clients would get mad at me. Now I don't know what to do.
Well, Big Brad, the clarified standards solve that problem to a certain extent.
That's right. The clarified standards take a risk-based approach, which means you only send a letter if you think you need to.
Wow! How will you know if you need to send a letter?
You'll want to talk to management, read the minutes, and look at various legal expenses to see if there was any risk out there that would warrant the need for you to send a letter to the attorney.
Wow! That sure makes things a lot simpler.
Today's show is brought to you by the letters S, A, and S.
The word for today is framework. Do you know what that is, Super Groover?
No, never heard of it.
Well, you know, a framework is a set of rules for accounting, and sometimes auditors will be asked to audit financial statements that are in accordance with a financial framework generally accepted in another country.
Justin, you travel to other countries all the time, don't you?
That's right, Groover. I've got believers all around the world.
So, if you're going to audit those statements, I suppose you're going to have to decide if the framework is acceptable.
That's right. You'll want to look at what the statements will be used for, who's going to use them, and how management decided that framework was acceptable in the first place.
And then, would you follow generally accepted auditing standards?
Pretty much, with the exception of the report content.
I suppose you'd have to get an understanding of your accounting principles and their framework.
Well, of course you would, Groover. You're smarter than you look.
I wish I could say the same for you, Justin.
Wow, we learned a lot about the Clarity Project today.
That's true, but there's still a lot more to learn.
Elbow is ready.
Psst. Hey, you guys wanna buy a 64-ounce soda?
Wow, where'd you get those? I'll take one.
Me too.
Don't forget Elbow.
Hold it right there. Bloomberg to Special Vice Squad. You're under arrest for possession of a supersized drink in the city of New York. I've got you.
The preceding program was sponsored in part by a generous grant from the Auditing Standards Board and the Free Broadcast System. But don't confuse this message with an advertisement, because remember, we're commercial free.